What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another Screen Sanctum reaction. I'm Steve, and today it's here. It's finally here, the X-Men 97 Season 1 finale, Tolerance is Extinction Part 3. Oh my god, last week, I think we all know what happened last week. I don't have to mention what happened last week, because we're only concerned with what is going to happen this week and what this means for the X-Men franchise and X-Men 97 going forward for a Season 2. So before I get into it, if you want to see this full uncut reaction, head over to Patreon. But today, it's the finale now. Gotta let the theme rock today. Storm, baby. She's gotta be the one to do it. Oh, they use some good music in this show.
Would we be here helping the
we got a flashback.
About staying alive?
People don't want to be better. They're already the best everything. Best faith. They even fight over who's the best victim.
I'm a mutant. Telepathy. Mind reader. Bend their will.
Damn, he didn't know he was a mutant until he was older? What?
Metal. It bends to my will.
So they both knew.
My new friend.
Is this a legitimate backstory for this?
Minds are far harder to bend than metal. Charles, how shockingly far you've fallen.
Huh?
Yet also so predictably.
Huh? Oh, he got in. So it's not a flashback.
This is a violation.
And Logan.
He meant to murder me.
Yeah, that was self-defense.
And what happens to mutants in a blacked out world?
Evolution thrives in darkness.
Shit.
Restore Earth's power, or I will hijack your mind and force you to do so.
Can he do it?
Penetration risks leaving both our minds shattered.
Yeah.
When my village used reason while others
Yep.
used tanks.
Oh my god. So he's really gonna make him do it? Or is Magnus's mind too strong? Kiss. Holy Nikes. So that means all those... Oh, Iron Man! Okay. Oh! Daredevil too?
Poetic, isn't it?
Your creations are prisoners, held hostage by...
Oh, they're awake now. Oh, shit.
The good professor taking me in when Mother begged him. I'd be hanging here with you freaks.
Oh.
And equal opportunity
What do you have, though?
suicide.
Really?
Charles Xavier wanted to help you. He came to your mother, but she was too afraid.
Oh.
Get your
Yeah, get your hands off her.
I didn't
And
ask
can
for this
Storm
either.
only control the weather when her hands are free?
Look at me.
Yet another
Storm
reason why
better
Operation
not
Zero
die.
Tolerance- People are good. Too damn good.
Oh, man.
From the hearts that start dripping.
Damn, they got to
the latest
Wakanda?
token underdog.
Oh, Charles.
Is extinction. How many times did you fail to stop me? Fail to save your carbon copy mothers.
Many times, I
Make it
guess.
Speak, Sinister.
How many times?
200.
Oh, man.
200 times. But how's your mommy, Sebastian?
What is
Oh, my
this?
God. They're gonna
You
blow his
promised
head
this
off?
pup is my prize, Bastion.
This always happens. The bad guys double cross the bad guys and they start fighting.
Be dead and as doomed as
Maybe you two should have listen to what Time's got to say about my mom.
Alright, what's going on? Is that the Phoenix Force? Oh shit. How did that... So I guess she didn't die last episode. Alright, so they're all free.
Your master.
All this mutant DNA you stole to stay duct taped together, young.
Is she ripping his DNA out?
But the Phoenix burns away the obsolete. The underbrush.
This is crazy. Well, damn. That's it? Oh, he's old now.
Show me my face. Looks the same to me.
He's crying. Oh, Lord.
To protect my son.
It was cool, but if this was live action, people would not be happy.
You have sealed humanity's fate.
Oh, he's gonna rip his arm off?
Nathan, I could have used slaves.
God damn, he slapped him with his own arm. Oh, goodness. What did he... Did he use his arm as armor? What?
I will tear that rock from
Alright, he could do shit like that apparently.
granting humans the same mercy.
Why ain't they waking up?
Who's Magnus? Who are you?
Oh no, he lost his memories.
Promise, but you must trust me. Understand?
Yeah, trust him as he lies to you to your face right now.
Don't you dare break her heart. Be the best at what you do. Heal.
Hmm.
We get our injured to Muir Island and then back up Jean and the others and...
Scott!
So where exactly is his adamantium if it got ripped out?
Jean, Scott, come in.
I can barely sense you.
Come in.
He's more than flesh or metal. More than unstoppable. Bastion is the future incarnate.
Is he though, really?
If he's gonna bring the sucker down, he'll blow up the gravity core. But the cards are always in the X-Men's favor.
Eh, maybe if you had Remy.
His name was Gambit. Remember it!
Oh. Nice left hook. Damn, she's got a lot of emotions. Use them. Damn, he could disappear. Come on, where's Storm at? Why are they nerfing her? Why are they fridging her? Like,
The name Sunspot. Definitely got more flair.
touche.
We know next to nothing about Asteroid M. This could do more harm than good.
X-Men didn't even loop the Avengers in. They don't know anything about it.
You hurt me.
As you did me. Countless times. We never...
But Magnus usually doesn't lie.
Do not presume us family. Family. My family.
Yeah, man.
Where are their faces? Why can't I see their faces? Those monsters took...
God damn. There he is. Little Nightcrawler action. Jubilee. Damn. Oh my god.
You'll never hurt my family again!
Damn, he's going full blast.
What will you do, child? Slay me with a 4th of July?
Haven't heard that one before. Game over, sleazoid.
Sleazoid. This is pretty funny. Oh, they broke her glasses.
Behold my family.
I'm assuming they should probably wake Magneto up since
the Greeks did
he's
love
made of metal now.
and irony.
There she is. Come on. Let Storm fight.
Truly, he is the future incarnate.
Do something while he's struggling under there, no? Freeze him?
We're gonna do what we've been telling humanity to do for years. Stop fighting the future.
And embrace it.
I massacre you freaks and you're recruiting me? You're suicidal. There's just one pickle, dear.
Missile alert. Missile alert.
Oh, God.
Kids like us.
Yep.
No, the Magneto protocols.
Absolutely. Because they will never accept mutants.
Grab on!
He'd rather die. Oh. Well. That's funny, that goes back to the earlier episode that she can't fly.
Got Jubilee.
Are there other means to restore Asteroid M's orbit?
Theoretically, yes.
Theoretically, yes.
Stay back and try blowing this place up with my blasts.
Can't Storm use the wind to push it back up?
It's what
Like,
you've done.
come on.
Gambit 2.
Remy died, so we could live.
I want to tap into the startle jet.
No, that could fry the jet. How will you get back?
She could fly back. Just hanging out at the diner?
The day you were born, your mother told me you had my eyes.
Good eyes.
They're good eyes. Oh, I like this version of the theme song. Hey, they're finally letting Storm help.
She can't say it, but I can.
I love you, Logan. Stay with me.
God almighty. Oh my
The
God.
asteroid's reaching terminal velocity.
I grew up trying to see their eyes or smile.
The X-Men and I may not resemble each other, but we are still family. Any family worth having
is worth fighting for.
Yep.
Remember what he was meant to do.
Remember. Oh my God.
Magneto lives!
It's exactly what they needed. All he needed was a little pep talk. Oh shit. Wowzers.
6 months after E-Day. Polls today as President Kelly
Scarlet Witch is off-world.
in Santo Marco, where extremists are preaching the second coming of Magneto.
Name's Lucas Bishop.
Yeah, man.
Searching for mutants to carry on the torch.
The X-Men are dead.
Luckily, this ain't our first time at.
They're
X-Men
probably
are
not.
dead. But it's less a question about where and more
When.
What are you talking about?
Yep.
We gotta go rescue the X-Men.
What time did they pull them to? Oh my god. Isn't 3000 BC? Oh no. I was gonna say. Oh yeah, 3000 BC would be like apocalypse, right?
Dang asteroid exploded. Now we're here.
Indeed.
Did they all get sent to 3000 BC?
Where are you?
Oh my god, 3960 AD.
Scott, over here.
Oh god.
Are you okay?
We're not alone.
Enough.
Oh, Magneto's there too.
You're a long way from Crest Coast, Sapien Cast. You may call me Mother Ascani, leader of Clan Ascani.
Don't know who that is, but I'm sure everyone out there does.
Nathan, come.
So Nathan is still a kid there?
What is your name?
Is En Sabanur.
I don't know who that is. Don't know the significance.
Oh dear.
Oh, beast. To be continued. All right, so it was a good season finale. It was fine to me. I don't know, I feel like they kind of didn't use a lot of characters just for the sake of not using them for climatic effect. Like Storm, and I've been saying it through the whole season, was fridged. She didn't do shit. Like, they did not allow her to do anything. She talked. Oh, post credits. Right.
So much.
Oh. Was that Gambit? I didn't recognize it was. I mean, Gambit's usually like T-Mobile colors, and that was kind of bluish. So I'm assuming it was probably him since he found his card. But anyway, yeah, like Storm could have did so much, especially in this episode. They're trying to figure out ways to do things. And Storm is like, she's not doing anything. And this isn't like a Storm problem. It's just a writer thing. Like when Bastion was getting crushed, I know they wanted to save him, but Storm could have, she could control the weather. She could have like froze him for a second and they could have taken him or something. And when the meteor was falling, she couldn't have used the weather to like help push it back up. I don't get it. Honestly, I don't get it. And I mean, I understand we needed the like dramatic effect of Magneto kind of almost killing Logan last episode, but it was pretty much just for him to not be in this episode because we don't even know if they put the adamantium back into him or if it's still out of him. Everyone expected him to be that Savage Land Wolverine. I think that's what it's called, but he's not. So until we get season 2 of X-Men 97, I guess we'll figure out if they put the adamantium back into him, because I don't know where they went from when it was pulled out to the beginning of this episode. It had to go somewhere. I don't think it would have like evaporated into thin air. I don't know. It was, I mean, like I said, it was good, but I see so many people praising it as like the best thing Marvel has ever done. And it's just confusing to me because Marvel has put out a lot of amazing movies and TV shows, and people complain about the live action stuff, but there are certain things even in this animated show that happen in live action that people complain about. But I guess because this is animated, no one really cares. And that goes back to the whole discussion about, is animation cinema? Yes, 100% animation is always cinema, but you have to treat it the same way. Like, people just treat it differently. And I think that's the problem that some people have is that we fight for it to be respected, in which art and animation is a true medium for cinema and movies and television. Like, we fight for it, we defend it when people say it's not. But then when we get an animated product, we don't hold it to the same standards. And I don't mean everyone, I mean some people. Like, I could watch it, and I'm not complaining about this. Like, my thought always goes to what other people say. So when people say, oh, this animated show is great and this live action show sucks, and you say, why did the live action one suck? Because it had corny dialogue and stupid jokes. And I never say that, because I love corny and stupid. I also like R-rated and serious. But then you watch this, it has the same exact dialogue as the live action shows, the same corny jokes, and like just things that are kind of like plot holes, just like live action, but people overlook it, I think, because it's animation. It's weird to me to see that, because this is a really, really good show, but some people like to shit on one thing to praise another, and it's kind of weird. Like I said, me watching this, it was just a lot of stuff that I didn't kind of like, because as I've been saying for 10 episodes, I freaking have loved Storm since the first episode of this season. And they didn't do anything with her. Like, I don't know why. She's one of the strongest team members, could have helped in many areas, and they had to like send her away for 5 episodes, and then we get her back, and she still doesn't do anything. Like, that was kind of disappointing to me. The whole thing with the Phoenix, like, yeah, that was so cool. Like, watching it, that was amazing, that she's like dead underwater, and somehow she pulled the Phoenix Force out of nowhere. Really cool. I guess in the context of the entire series, like X-Men, when it was out in the 90s, like, it makes 100% sense. But in terms of like a story, again, if this happened in live action, I would still love it. But I know if this happened in live action, people would go crazy, because they would be saying like, oh, how convenient. All of a sudden she could pull the Phoenix Force from her body when they need it the most, you know? And that's kind of the thing that distracts me sometimes when I watch animated stuff, because I just don't like the way certain live action things are treated in comparison, I guess. But it was kind of dope to see her come out as the Phoenix Force and then pull the friggin' DNA from Mr. Sinister, and now he's an old dude. Like, that was really cool. It's a really unique way to defeat someone. Like, you don't always have to kill the bad guy, you know? And that is something that they always say about live action Marvel properties. The bad guy is usually only in one movie, and they defeat him and you'll never see him again. So in this, at least, Mr. Sinister, they just drained him of his DNA. I'm sure there'll be some evil genius somewhere that would be able to get his DNA back or make him young again. Because I definitely want to see Mr. Sinister again. I honestly don't care about Bastion. He was an interesting villain. The whole thing about the person that someone lies that causes them to be bad. You know, he easily could have been an X-Man, but, you know, his mom, when he was a kid, lied to him, so he went in another path. It was interesting that he could just rip off Cable's arm and absorb it and create a new suit. That was kind of cool. But again, in the fight, Jubilee gets to go toe-to-toe with him and gets a couple of good shots in, but Storm doesn't get to fight him. It kind of just disappointing. And it would have been cool to see Logan fight, but obviously he was taken out last episode. It would have been cool if Magneto wasn't in a comatose state, because once Bastion absorbed Cable's arm, now he's made of metal. There's nothing he could have done if Magneto was awake. So, like, a lot of little things had to happen to be able to kind of have this finale go the way it did. And it was good. It was cool. And I do like the ending where obviously they're not dead. They just got shot to different times in history. Most of them in the past, and then Scott and Jean Grey into the future. So we'll see how they get them back. Obviously, it'll have to do with Bishop and Cable and time travel. I don't want to look too much into it, even though it would be cool if they merged into the live action. I don't think that's probably going to happen unless one of these two time periods is a place in Deadpool and Wolverine that they go to, and then we see the live action versions. I don't think they'll do that like immediately. Maybe like next year when some of those properties come out, or maybe they'll bring live action into the animated first. But Again, this was a really awesome series. I could say, to me, it was a 9 or a 10 out of 10. Like, it was really good. It was a really, really good 10 episodes. I wouldn't have minded if it was 20. You know, when something is good, I don't really care how many episodes we're getting. But it was a sweet spot. The episodes were like 30 minutes. The finale was like 35, 40. They weren't hour long. They didn't drag. To me, there really wasn't any filler besides the whole Storm stuff, like episode 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. To me, that was kind of shitty. I know they had a story to tell, but they put her in that position. You know, they took her powers away, so we had to see how she gets them back. And like, it was fine, but to me, Storm, they did a huge disservice. And I mean, if you don't agree with me, that's fine. If you agree with me, that's fine. Just let me know in the comments below. As much as we all love this series, were you disappointed with how they handled Storm as much as I was? Maybe you are. I would hope you are. If you have like 30 years of history reading the comics and watching those shows and you love Storm, and I only know her, you know, for 9 weeks and I feel this way, let me know in the comments below. But overall, yeah, I love the show. It was amazing. I can't wait to see more. Hopefully they get into live action, but my main point is I really just need people to treat these properties the same. Like, if you're going to call something out that happens in live action but praise it in animation, you can't do that. And if you love something in animation and you call it out as bullshit in live action, you're a hypocrite, basically. So I'm not telling you what you should like, but it's all cinema. It should be treated exactly the same. The reason why I think it's not is because live action is real. They're real people and they take place in like the real world. But when you watch animation, there's, even though they're cartoons, in this show, Scott is a real person. Logan is a real person. They take place in the real world too. The only difference is it's a cartoon. And some people, I guess, kind of can't see past that and treat it a little bit differently. But I digress. I love this series. I can't wait to season 2. I can't wait till Deadpool and Wolverine. Like, I'm really all in on Marvel stuff. I think it's all really, really good. And I can't wait for the future. So let me know, what did you all think of this episode? What did you think of the season? Do you agree with what I'm talking about live action and animation? Do you agree with my thoughts about Storm, how I feel like they kind of fridged her this season? Just let me know everything below. Let's talk about it. I'll see you on the next episode. Oh, there are no more episodes. I'll see you on the next video. Peace, guys.